Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Tuesday. I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's happening. Jamestown City Council moves forward with a second attempt to annex, plus more details in an Allegheny County murder. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and I just walked right on the wall there. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We've got a lot of weather stuff going on. So here's a live look coming from downtown Warren from the Warren City Bank. Blue sky overhead with that temperature of 53 degrees. We should not be in the 50s this time of the year. We should be into the lower 40s this time of the year. And tomorrow is going to be a really nice day, temperature-wise, though, but not great in the weather department, though. Clear scan showing up on First Defense Doppler, and it will remain that way through the day. We still have this high wind watch that is in effect for basically the western southern tier, does not include Allegheny County. This will start tomorrow and will run until 10 p.m. on Wednesday. And the Weather Service in Cleveland has issued a wind advisory for basically Erie and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. That starts tomorrow and will go until 7 a.m. Thursday morning. And again, there is the potential for strong gusty winds coming our way with a storm system that's going to pass well to our northwest, and this lakeshore flood watch still remains in effect. Even though all of Chautauqua County is highlighted in green, it's just for the Lake Erie shoreline. And again, there's going to be funneling that's going to occur, which is strong winds coming across Lake Erie, and there could be some beach erosion and some flooding right near the Lake Erie shoreline tomorrow into Thursday. 49 was the official high yesterday. Woof! 36 this morning. The record high for today is 65, set in 1979. We're going to be nowhere near that, but some spots close to 60, 47 valleys, 59 Lake Erie shoreline, partly to mostly sunny. A great day. Enjoy today because it all goes downhill tomorrow. We'll talk about it in a few. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you very much. Our top story, Jamestown City Council moved forward with an attempt to annex the BPU substation in the town of Ellicott last night. The council voted 7-1 in favor of the motion, with one member recused. Jamestown Mayor-elect Eddie Sundquist asked the lawmaking body to table the move to allow his administration time to review details of the case.
As the next incoming administration, I've not been privy to any of the conversations or any of the discussions had by the Board of Public Utilities or this council, and I'm not asking for that. But allow me, as the new administration, to come in, better understand the issues, and give me an opportunity to work with our neighbors to find cost-saving measures.
Well, Jamestown's new mayor wasn't the only one who wanted to halt the process. Several area residents and officials spoke out against the second attempt to annex, including Falconer Central School Superintendent Stephen Penhall, who petitioned the lawmakers to work with their neighbors rather than fight them in the courts.
There's ways to control costs. We have contractual obligations. We have economic concerns, just like the city does. But we find ways to find that common ground, to build bridges, to not be divisive, to not tear each other down. There's enough of that happening in the world that surrounds us.
Now, outgoing Mayor Sam Teresi said Monday's vote was the first step to move the process forward into the first of the year. The process then would be up to the new city council and mayor in 2020. Councilwoman Tamu Graham-Reinhart recused herself from the vote, citing a conflict of interest because of her employment at Falconer Schools. Councilman Andrew Liuzzo motioned to table the resolution, although council didn't accept. Liuzzo voted against it. The previous attempt to annex failed after Rochester's Supreme Court's 4th Appellate Division denied the city of Jamestown's petition. BPU officials say the proposed annexation would save the utility around $173,000 in property tax payments to the town of Ellicott, village of Falconer, and Falconer Central School District. Teresi spoke for over 20 minutes to the many services the city offers the nearby town and village. Now, the substation sits on property in the town of Ellicott and village of Falconer on Dow Street between Tiffany Avenue and the south of East 2nd Street. Now, Teresi explained the new mayor and city council will fully have the ability to either move forward to annex or to stop the process altogether. Next, city council is required to hold a public hearing on the annexation. The hearing is scheduled for December 18th at SUNY JCC, although officials say that date may change. We'll let you know. Other news we're following: a Village of Fredonia man was arrested after allegedly sexually abusing an 8-year-old girl over the summer. Prosecutors say that 24-year-old Dustin Post allegedly took the girl, a family friend, to a house, blindfolded her, and then sexually abused her. Additionally, the girl told police Post likely video recorded the incident. Investigators are now reviewing several electronic devices removed from his home. Now, the charge carries a mandatory minimal penalty of 15 years behind bars, a maximum of 30, and a $250,000 fine. In the city of Jamestown, a man was arrested yesterday for allegedly choking a woman during a domestic dispute on Pullman Street. Officers say that 43-year-old Ricky Myers Sr. allegedly pinned a woman down to the couch and then began choking her in front of her 11-year-old child. Police arrested Myers Sr. and took him to jail. He faces several charges in that case. Well, abusing animals is now a federal crime. President Donald Trump signed the PACT Act, Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act, into law on Monday. Animal rights activists were there with him in the Oval Office. Trump called it a very important signing. He said the bill would help people be more responsible and humane stewards of our planet. The bipartisan act, which passed in the Senate earlier this month and in the House last month, expands a law passed in 2010. Congressman Tom Reed says one of the supporters of the law, he says the measure is very personal for him.
As a human being and as an elected official, I support efforts, and it sounds as if this bill is similar in those efforts, and to make sure that animal cruelty is not something we see happen in the United States, and that the perpetrators of those types of acts are held fully accountable.
Now, right now, all 50 states have laws on the books against animal cruelty at the state level. The legislation, which contains exemptions for hunting, is supported by the Humane Society Legislative Fund, the National Sheriff's Association, and the Fraternal Order of Police. Certainly a great act to have, and everyone loves furry friends. I know one of the biggest, I think some of the biggest stories that we have are related to animals. So it certainly seems like a win here. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Tuesday. Tuesday that feels like a Thursday, hopefully, for you. If you have tomorrow as your last day of the work week, maybe you're off. Let us know in the comments below what you're doing. Hello to Samantha. She says, what is wrong with people? Certainly, in regards to either animal abuse or even that very awful sex story that we had moments ago. Hello to Andrew. Hopefully you're doing well. David, good afternoon to you. Hopefully you are having a great day. Love to see the shades on your emojis. Certainly looks like a beautiful day out there. If you can get out and enjoy it, I know I'm going to make time this afternoon to do that. Hello to Smathers. Hello to Mackenzie, Pam, and Joe as well. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. We have a lot more to tell you about this half hour straight ahead. Hear how the Jamestown Library will be getting some needed funding. But first, new details in an Allegheny County murder case. Dakota.
And we'll give you a live look downtown from the HD News Now cam. Blue sky, few high clouds. There's the sun peeking through it right there. Currently, we're at 51. That is not bad this time of the year with that southwest wind of 7. Enjoy it because, as I talked about, it all goes downhill from here. We'll talk about it next as WNY News Now continues in a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Join us for Jamestown's biggest parade.
And ring in the holiday season.
Watch the Jamestown Christmas Parade and holiday celebration right here on WNY News Now's 24/7 streaming network and Facebook Live.
See some of the city's biggest floats and the jolly man himself, Santa Claus.
Plus the annual tree lighting and this year's spectacular fireworks display.
Festivities are presented by the Resource Center.
You can catch it all right here, Friday, December 6th at 6:30.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you. happy holidays from WNY News Now.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Happening now, a 17-year-old Allegheny County teen suspected of murdering his parents is believed to have been living in their home with their dead bodies for at least 2 weeks before the house caught fire. Last week, William Larson Jr. was arrested and charged with murder following a fire at his Courtney Hollow Road home in Clarksville, Allegheny County. 2 bodies recovered from the house were later identified as William and Lisa Larson, young Larson's parents. Now, according to a felony criminal complaint, the murders allegedly happened on Tuesday, November 5th. That's 16 days before the blaze broke out. Neighbors report young Larson exhibited strange behavior before the fire, including repeatedly driving in and out of their driveway in the middle of the night and sleeping inside a vehicle in the early morning hours. Furthermore, one neighbor said he received text from Larson's mother in the days leading up to the fire. Now that neighbor believes Larson Jr. sent those messages. New York State police charged him with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree manslaughter in that case. Larson is currently in the Erie County Youth Services Center. Well, Jamestown City Council added funding to James Prendergast's library budget during their council voting session last night. Lawmakers approved the 2020 budget with a 16-cent tax rate decrease. Officials determined they will save around $150,000 in prescription drug claims for current and retired city employees enrolled in the city's municipality's self-serving health care plan. And the council voted to use $100,000 of the $150,000 savings to decrease taxes. They used $40,000 of the leftover funding to help the library. Councilman Tony Dulce says he's happy with the budget.
It did accomplish what I wanted to do, and that was to try to get us at least below the constitutional tax limit, and it also restored some money to the library. So I think, and the budget passed unanimously, so we're happy about that.
Now, in total, the library will receive $100,000 from the city next year. Well, winter doesn't officially start for more than 3 weeks. However, millions of Americans will be dealing with frigid weather and snow this week, and that seems it'll play a factor in Thanksgiving travel. John Lawrence has more.
If you're visiting family and friends this Thanksgiving, pack your patience along with your clothes.
I don't like cold weather. I don't like snow. I'm ready for spring.
The National Weather Service says a historic storm is hitting parts of the West Coast Tuesday and Wednesday, and winter weather advisories, watches, and warnings are in effect for more than 20 million people from California to Michigan.
I'm a Denver native, so I'm used to it when it snows a foot and then it melts the next day, so I'm used to it.
AAA reports more than 55 million Americans will be traveling at least 50 miles for Thanksgiving, and vicious weather is going to play a factor for those hitting the road by vehicle.
We've got Thanksgiving travelers mixing with commuters, mixing with the snow, so all that at once really is going to lengthen your commute.
As well as those traveling by air.
Depending on how the forecast shakes out, some airlines may choose to offer travel waivers or cancel or delay flights in advance. So definitely check in with your airline now and then as your trip gets closer.
And some travelers won't have much to be thankful for later this week. Another round of nasty weather is expected to hit many parts of the U.S. this weekend. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Alrighty, John, thank you very much. Wednesday is expected to be the roughest travel days this week. Now, Dakota will have what we can expect here in Western New York coming up in just a bit. Well, Thanksgiving is for family, friends, and a lot of food, but today at the White House, it will be for the birds. Bread and butter, specifically. President Trump can only pardon one of them, and he's leaving it up to the people. Voting is taking place on Twitter right now. Both bread and butter were hatched July 11th. Bread weighs in at 45 pounds with a 35-inch wingspan. The birds love bluegrass music, cheerwine, and college basketball, and its goal is to master yoga. Now, there's been Butter weighing in at about 47 pounds with 36 inches of wing. Butter loves bagpipes, sweet potato fries, and good old NASCAR. Now, its goal, a personal best in the turkey trot. While both birds can achieve their goals, only one can be named the National Thanksgiving Turkey. The president will pardon the winner during a traditional White House ceremony today, and then they will both retire to the Gobbler's Rest Farm in Virginia. So that's good news for them. Certainly cute tradition there in Washington, and started back with Abraham Lincoln, if you can believe it, quite a long time ago. So amazing to see how they are continuing that, and gobble gobble, may the best turkey win. Samantha, she says, glad Thanksgiving is going to be nice. Certainly, yeah. Joe, he hopes the library gets a new printer with some funding that they will be getting. Got to say hello to Amy. Hello to Tony. Thanks for joining us. Justin as well. And hopefully you all are having a wonderful day here on WNY News Now. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with a look at our holiday forecast. And later, why today marks a pretty tasty holiday. The details when WNY News Now returns. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today. Join us for Jamestown's biggest parade
and ring in the holiday season.
Watch the Jamestown Christmas Parade and holiday celebration right here on WNY News Now's 24/7 streaming network and Facebook Live.
See some of the city's biggest floats and the jolly man himself, Santa Claus.
Plus the annual tree lighting and this year's spectacular fireworks display.
Festivities are presented by the Resource Center.
You can catch it all right here Friday, December 6th at 6:30.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now, the Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
This is WNY News Now with live breaking news.
And welcome back to WNY News Now. We interrupt our planned programming here to bring you some live breaking news in regards to Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello, who was seated as the next state senator. That happened yesterday. County officials released the news to us just moments ago via email. Now, Borrello was officially a state senator, serving the 57th State Senate district here in Western New York. He recently won election to replace the seat vacated by former Senator Kathy Young. You see, this is Borrello with County Attorney Stephen Abdella, who will now serve as acting Chautauqua County Executive until the new county legislature confirms the new county executive. They have 45 days to do that between yesterday and the 45 days. Now that rule was modified recently by county lawmakers to change how the county executive would be appointed within vacancy. So again, Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello, now officially a state senator. We will have much more and some reaction from Borrello coming up on WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. Weather is next.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And I think we need to have our own turkey pardoning. The official WNY News Now turkey. 49 degrees was the official high in Jamestown yesterday, 50 in Dunkirk. Look at you, Erie, at 54 degrees. We have one more day of that. That is today, and then things will start to reverse back in the opposite direction. At least we've made a little bit of progress here. We have 3 above average days so far this month, last Thursday and Friday and yesterday. Today we'll tack on another one. We'll tack on another one tomorrow, and then I think the remainder of the month will fall, I think, kind of below average. The average monthly high now is 37, so we're still running about 11 degrees below average, obviously now since we're getting later into the month. So early this week starts mild, of course, as it is today and tomorrow. The day throughout the day tomorrow is just going to deteriorate, basically tonight and then going into tomorrow. The winds will be a whipping tomorrow. Some wind gusts could be near 60 miles an hour, and the main chance of that's probably going to be right near the Lake Erie shoreline. And then it turns cooler with some lake effect flakes for the bird on Thanksgiving. So yeah, maybe the turkey might want to be in the oven, not outside. Speaking of the holiday, the traveling, so tomorrow 57 will be our official high, and that is way above average. We should be into the lower 40s this time of the year. Again, widespread rain through the day. There's that wind gust up to 60 miles an hour. For Thanksgiving Day, around 34 degrees, much cooler. Not the coolest Thanksgiving we've ever had, but it will be chilly. A few lake effect snow showers Friday. Shop till you drop. You all know that game show back in the early 2000s. We'll have some partial sunshine and then temperatures into the upper 30s, right around average for this time of the year. All right, let's talk about the winds. Let's show you where they're going. So this starts today, or should I say at midnight. Winds not so bad. Here's 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Some wind gusts, possibly upper 50s, 57 in Dunkirk, 48 over in Erie, 58 over in Erie. And it's right near the Lake Erie shoreline. That's where we often see the strongest winds, and that's where the strongest winds are going to be. As we go throughout the afternoon, again, wind gusts still hanging around to the upper 50s here, lower 40s once you work inland. And then the winds will still be breezy as we go into Thanksgiving Day. This is on midnight, and the winds will ultimately start to die down as we go, obviously, throughout the day. Here's a cold front that's going to plow on through. This front's going to plow on through tonight. That'll trigger off the rain and snow showers, or should I say the rain showers tonight and then early tomorrow. This is that deep upper storm system that we just heard about a few minutes ago. Look at all the snow up in the Colorado Rockies, and this is the system that's going to curve down into Texas and then take a beeline straight up to the upper Great Lakes. And as it passes west of us, that's the prime environment for strong gusty winds. Here it is on Future Skin. You can see the rain coming in tonight. It'll be more scattered tomorrow. There will be the chance for a couple thunderstorms. And again, there may be a chance we may see a severe thunderstorm or two, because with the very gusty winds, it's not going to take much to intensify a strong thunderstorm to severe levels. But we could see that as the colder air filters in, it changes it over to snow. And as the wind direction shifts directly across the lake, we could see some lake effect snow setting up on the back edge of it Wednesday night going into Thursday day. And then Thursday afternoon going into Thursday night, it'll start to clear out. Zone forecast, eastern areas. This is actually not bad for this time of the year. We should be into the upper to the lower 40s this time of the year. Jamestown around 53 degrees, rather nice. Next 7 days coming up, and 57 tomorrow, 34 on Friday. Again, we talked about both of those days. Wind will start to settle down throughout the day on Friday. A cold day for shopping, but not too bad. December starts Sunday, a little bit around average there, and we turn colder once again as we head into early next week. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. This week for the NAHL's Stars of the Week, Rebels players Renars Karkles and Noah West both received honorable mentions for the East Division's Stars of the Week. Between the pipes on Saturday's game versus the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights, West's finished with 28 saves on 30 shots for his third win of the season. Karkles, a defenseman, finished with 2 points in the same game. scoring 1 goal and assisting on another. Christian Gorzak of the Johnstown Tomahawks was named the East Division's first star of the week. With another team tryout in the books, the Jamestown Jackals basketball team's next endeavor will be the attending of the Basketball League's National Combine in a couple weeks' time. The Combine will take place in Indianapolis from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on either December 7th or 8th, with the final decision of the day still to be determined. It's another opportunity for players to attempt to receive an invite to the Jackals training camp in January. More information on the Combine can be found on the TBL and Jamestown Jackals websites. The Buffalo Sabres continue to freefall in the Atlantic Division early in the season, losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning on Monday 5-2. Sam Reinhart and Jimmy Vesey each scored a goal for the Sabres. Team captain Jack Eichel added another point to his season total with an assist. For Tampa, Andre Palat had a 3-point performance, scoring 1 goal and dishing 2 assists. Ryan McDonough had a pair of assists, and Andrei Vasilevsky saved 28 of 30 shots on goal. Buffalo, in 6th in the Atlantic with 25 points, will be back in action tomorrow night at 7 o'clock as they will host the Calgary Flames. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Well, let them eat cake today. No, we're not celebrating Marie Antoinette's famous phrase. It's because today's National Cake Day. Now, if you don't have any birthday parties, weddings, or anniversaries conveniently planned today, you could bake a cake yourself or get some cupcakes, bring them to a family gathering maybe. Or you could stop by a bakery. Experts for this day, yes, they have experts for this day. I'm assuming it's a baker. That would be my expert, Dakota. They say you can post photos of your favorite dessert using the hashtag National Cake Day.
Okay, this brings up the subject. People always yell at people for posting their food items on social media. It's like people don't care what you're eating.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I care what I'm eating.
I mean,
Very much so.
That's kind of where, Insta got its start, was people throwing, pictures of their dinner and their lunch out there.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm at Tim Hortons for lunch,
Gotta love it. So, happy National Cake Day. Maybe this is the one day where you can have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, jeez.
Who knows?
Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's take a look at the holiday traveling forecast. So tomorrow, conditions are just going to deteriorate with widespread rain showers, wind gusts near 60 miles an hour, lake effect snow showers Thursday for Turkey Day, and then Friday not looking bad for all the shopping there. And then temperatures, we start December next Sunday, and temperatures will fall below average once again early next week.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you very much. Hopefully everyone has a great Happy Turkey Day. We'll be here on Happy Turkey Day and tomorrow and pretty much for the rest of the week as well. So you'll be able to watch us live. Should I share the secret with them?
Oh, it's just us girls. Go ahead.
We technically get the day off, Thursday and Friday. But we got some great pre-recorded programming that'll be coming your way. Friday we'll be talking about small businesses, and then we have some special things on Thursday. I think we're dressing Dakota up as a turkey. Oh, I'm pretty sure. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. I'm just kidding. We leave you with this live look over Burgess Bay. Lots of sunshine. If you can, get out and enjoy it today because it is beautiful. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Download our mobile app today. Just search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.